but we are ready. So my whole thought behind this is to basically be able to give back, even though I can't connect with my little yoga fam that I love so much at the gym. So what I'm going to do instead is kind of the same schedule. I'm going to do Monday, Thursdays, but instead of 7, I'm going to do 6 p.m. and Sunday still at noon. And I'm just going to kind of mess around with what I'm going to end up doing. So I'm going to keep them short, just about 30 minutes long. Obviously, you're at home doing this, so it's not like you want to do this for an hour at home. I'm sure you have plenty of things at home to keep yourself occupied if you're staying in. So I'm going to keep them short and just kind of experiment with what you guys want to see or do, what you guys are feeling like. But today and tonight, we're going to do a class. It's just going to be kind of basic. Anyone can do it. Obviously, I'm going to show you and I'm going to talk to you and walk you through everything. So all you need is a floor. You don't even need a mat if you don't have one. A floor and some clothes that you can move in and are comfortable in. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a little thing called thymus thumping. It sounds funny, but your thymus gland is a gland that sits right behind your heart. And this is the gland that your heart chakra is over and governs. And also, with this gland is going to be a gland that assists with your immune system. And it's a gland that is often forgotten. You know, we talk about our thyroids and all kinds of different glands, but you never really hear about the thymus gland. So it's awesome for your immune system. It's great at calming you, at easing stress, easing fear. It assists completely with relaxation, but at the same time, it gives you energy. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty tired today, so I figure we do this. It's really easy, and all we're going to do is be basically thumping our thymus for 15 to 30 times. And this is going to stimulate the gland. Just like if you were imagining, doing like a bicep curl. You're going to keep curling that bicep up and down to activate and stimulate that muscle. So we're doing the same thing, but the gland. So what I want you to do first is you're just going to sit in a comfortable position, whichever way is most comfortable for you. And I want you to keep your eyes open for a sec, but then I'm going to have you close them. So you're going to bring your hand to your heart in a little fist. And I'm going to move my necklace because I don't want to thump that. And you're going to place it just right over your chest. And all you're going to do is you're going to actually thump pretty heavily. I mean, don't beat yourself up, but no light tapping. You want to really feel and hear your little thumping. So once you've got that going, we're just going to start breathing with it. So I want you to close your eyes, and you can thump as fast or as slow as you like. And I want you to just start breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. I know this is going to feel a little like tapping your head, rubbing your belly, but just go with it, and it's okay if you mess up. You focus thumping that area where your sternum is, that bone that connects your ribs together. firm spot in the center of your chest. We'll just keep going a little more. And I want you to release your arms and keep your eyes closed. And just return to a natural breath. Just noticing how your body is feeling. I definitely notice my body feels a lot more energized. It feels a lot more alive inside. Just going to take a couple more breaths here before we start. I'm going to open the eyes gently. And we are going to start in a pose called mountain. So I'm going to get up, and just to let you know, I forgot to tell you, but I recently had surgery on my right shoulder, so whatever my right arm is doing, don't pay too much attention to it. Just pay attention to what I'm saying. And kind of the general idea of what my body is doing, because that arm can't do a lot of things right now. So I'm going to turn this way, just so you can see my good arm more than my right. And you're going to come to the top of your mat, or if you're on a carpet, just wherever you're standing. And you're going to bring your feet to be hip-width distance apart. And I'm going to tie my hair up so it doesn't drive me nuts. One moment. I thought it wouldn't drive me nuts, but alas, I was wrong. Okay, so your feet are hip-width distance apart. Your gaze is forward. You're going to relax your shoulders down. And you're going to roll your shoulders back just a little, so you're not hunching. Sitting up nice and tall. And you're going to lengthen your head up, like someone's pulling your head up towards the ceiling or the sky. And I want you to tuck your tailbone in. So you're going to shift your pelvis so it's forward instead of with your booty out. Tucking it in, so nice and tight. And you're going to lengthen the head. Oh, and Buddy's going to come practice with this. Don't mind him. He's a gentle giant. So you're going to lengthen the head and the neck. And I want you to press down through the feet. And then I want you to lift up through your ankles, your knees, your thighs, through your belly, through your chest, like someone's stretching you really tall. Keeping that tailbone tucked, just breathing. We're going to step back to a warrior one. So first we're going to step our right foot back into a high lunge. And we're going to swivel that back foot. So either it's perpendicular or slightly angled. Depends on how flexible that back leg is. Then you're going to bend into the front leg, making sure your knee is over the top of your ankle, so you're not leaning forward and you're not leaning back. And you're going to also make sure that this knee is not going inward, that it's staying right in alignment with your foot. It's not going past right or left. And this pose, it can look different for different people depending on how flexible your hips are. So either, you know, if you're up here, that's okay. That's totally fine. Some people are really far back, and that's okay too. Wherever your flexibility is, wherever you're most comfortable is perfect. So while you're in this pose, we are going to protect and engage our hips, and this is also going to prevent us from any injuries. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull that left hip back. You're just pulling it back into its little socket, and you're going to pull your right hip forward. And then you're going to press down into that pinky toe edge of that back foot. So you're pressing into that. You're not rolling onto your big toe. You're pressing down into that outer edge. And then you're going to bring your arms straight up. And of course, my right arm is sad, but one day it'll make it. So once your arms are up, you're going to do something a little different here. You're going to open your shoulders. So you're going to roll your shoulders back. And then you're going to turn your bicep. So your bicep is facing the wall in front of you. So your shoulders are rolled back, your bicep is facing the wall in front of you. And then you're going to turn your hands so they're facing each other. So you're not turning your arm, you're just turning your hands, which turns your forearm, but your bicep and your underarm is still, I should say it's your tricep, because your bicep's on the other side at this point. So your tricep's facing that wall. The underside of your arm is facing that wall. And then your hands are turned toward each other. Check the alignment of your leg. Press down through the feet. Every point of contact on the mat, press down. And you're just going to breathe. And you're just going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And you're going to hold. If your legs get tired, your arms get tired, you can release for a second. And then when you feel a surge of energy again, you can bring them back up. And we're going to reverse our warrior. So we're going to bring our right arm down to our back leg. Scooch back a little tight. And then you're going to bring your left arm up and over. Stretching over and try and open that armpit so you're not rolling over. You're opening. So down to the feet. This part is tricky because lots of people will try and straighten that front leg. Keep it bent. It's only your torso that is moving back. And then you're going to bring both hands down, framing this front foot. And we're going to come into a little low lunge. So we're going to bring our foot back to being on our little tootsies. We'll bring our back knee down, untuck the toes, so you're going to relax that foot. Then you're going to come up and you're going to do the same thing. You're just making sure your leg is in alignment. Same thing, you're going to pull that left hip back, right hip forward. The goal is to keep your hips in a straight line. So they're not going diagonal either way. Your butt's not sticking out one way or the other. They're turning into each other, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But just remember, left hip back, right hip forward, keeping them in that straight line. Press down through that back foot. Press down through the knee. Press down through the foot. You can give your arms a break here. Just relaxing them for a moment. Then we're going to plant our hands on the mat. And we're going to step our left foot back to meet our right. So now we're in a nice little cat pose. And we're just going to come into a child's pose. So I'm going to show you a couple of variations. I'm going to turn to show you. So one, your knees are together. And you're going to sit back on your heels. The other, your knees are spread far apart and you'll sit back on your heels. So whichever you do is up to you, just depends on your knees and your flexibility. So you set yourself up, you sit back, and then you're going to bring your arms out in front of you, and you're going to bring your chest down to the mat. You're gonna relax your forehead down. You're just gonna breathe. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Try to relax your hips. You're going to come back up, nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. And you are going to come into Cobra. So, you're going to come down onto your belly. And you're going to bring your arms into 90 degrees. So that just means your elbow is right underneath your shoulder and your wrist is in alignment with your elbow. Your hands are going in or out. You're in alignment. My right arm will not be in alignment. Your feet can be together or they can be apart, whatever is most comfortable for you. You're going to roll your shoulders back, gaze forward, and you're going to pull the shoulder blades together. You're going to relax or soften the belly. And you're going to press into the arms. You want to make sure that you're not falling into your shoulders. You want to keep your head and your ears away from your shoulders. So you're going to press into those arms in order to lengthen the head. You're just going to breathe. Today's poses are also about stimulating that thymus gland or your heart chakra. So we are going to be stimulating away and just really boosting our immune system. And then relax. You're just going to come down onto your belly and you're going to rest whichever cheek you prefer. Just relaxing for a minute, giving yourself a break. You're going to come up. And you're going to come back to the top of your mat or wherever you started on your carpet. And we're going to come back into mountain and we're just going to do the other side. Feet hip width distance apart. Remember, lengthen the head and the neck. Pretend like someone is stretching you from up above. Relax the shoulders, pulling them back just a little. Tuck the tailbone under. Press down to the feet. And then pull up through your entire body, growing really tall. Remembering to keep breathing through the nose. So we're going to come back into that warrior one, foot on the right side. So we're going to step back into our high lunge again. Swivel that back foot. Check your alignment again. Make sure that knee is in alignment with that foot and ankle. Press back into that pinky toe edge of that back foot. And then engage the hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Pull the arms up. Remember, open the armpits, roll the shoulders back. Open the underside of the arm towards the wall in front of you. And then turn the hands to meet each other. Lengthen the head and the neck. alignment of that front leg again. Press down to the feet. Now we're going to reverse our warrior. So you're going to bring that left arm down. Right arm comes up and over. Much better than mine though. Do as I say, not as I do. Remember to check that front knee because the tendency will be to straighten it. Still pressing into that back leg. Don't lean on your leg. You're just gently pressing and placing your hand there. Your gaze can be up or it can be down, wherever's most comfortable for your neck. Then we're going to bring our hands down to frame that foot. And remember, we're coming into that low lunge, untucking the toes. Make sure that this leg is bent. This is bird pose, not low lunge. So you're going to lean forward, but making sure that this knee isn't going past the ankle in this pose. And then pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Press down through the toes, down through the top of that back foot. Lengthen the head and the neck. Remember, just relax the arms this time. Remembering to breathe. One more breath. We're going to plant the hands. Bring our foot back. Remember, we're coming into child's pose. So either knees wide or knees together. This time we'll do knees together so you can see both. If in the event that you are not that flexible and your butt's sitting up here, you can grab a pillow or roll up a blanket. I'll show you with this block. I have my knee popping. And all you'll do is you'll stick it behind you. So then, when you come down, you have something to sit against. And usually it's a pillow. It's a lot comfier than this cork block. So you sit back, bringing your arms out in front of you, forehead to the mat, relaxing the hips. Just take a couple nice deep breaths, focusing on relaxing the body. One last breath. And you're going to roll yourself up, nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. And we're going to come into, let's come into a standing forward fold. So we're going to stand back up. And your feet are going to be hip width distance apart again, just like they were in mountain. And I want you to fold forward. But I want you to bend your knees as much as you need to get your chest on the top of your thighs. So that's going to look like being bent as much as you need. And then you're just going to relax your arms and your hands and your head and your neck. And if you're like me and this is your first forward fold for today, it's a little tight. You're just going to take some deep breaths. experiment with, you know, extending your legs just a little. Even the smallest micro movements is going to give you a nice stretch. You know, just lifting your tailbone towards the ceiling, just a little bit. But remembering to take those deep breaths. That's going to relax those hamstrings even more. You're going to roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. And I'm going to turn to face you, but you can face the direction that you were. And we're going to come into a pose called duck pose. So it's basically a really, really low squat. So you bring your feet to be wider than hip width distance. So this is called second position. And you're just going to sit down like you're just squatting. If you're a girl, you know all about this life. And for some people, your heel will be off the mat, depending on your flexibility. And if your heel's off the mat, that's totally okay too. And if your feet are flat, obviously that's fine too. So you're gonna place your elbows in the back of your arms into your inner knees. And you're going to bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, or into prayer. And you're going to press into your hands, just gently, but you're going to use those elbows to open your thighs. And you want to focus on, I see a lot in my classes, you know, people are kind of doing this hunch thing. Try and sit up as straight as you can. Lengthen the spine, even in this pose, as much as you can. And I just want you to rock back and forth. This is just going to kind of loosen the hips, opening them up. If this is not possible for you, again, you can grab a block, a stool, something, and you can sit on it. So you can sit in this position comfortably. It still should be a little bit of a stretch, and you're definitely still strengthening your legs and your thighs, but it shouldn't be extremely painful. Little Mr. Blocky. So you're just here wiggling nice and gently, remembering to breathe. We're going to go ahead and release this pose, and we're going to come into bridge. Oh, I gotta give you my guitar. Almost forgetting. Alright, so for bridge, we're going to be reclined on our back, and our leg's going to be in mountain. Mountain just means it looks like a little mountain that our legs are doing. Our feet are flat, and our knees are bent. So, our legs are hip width distance apart. This arm can't lay flat quite yet, so it's going to be tucked. But your arms are going to be alongside your body, palm down. And all you're going to do is you're going to press into the feet, and you're going to lift the booty up, lifting the hips up to the sky. And you're going to press into your feet, and you're going to really tense the glutes. And I want you to even try and bring your shoulder blades together, and you kind of wiggle them together underneath you, and that'll allow you to get your belly and your chest up even higher. And you're going to remember to breathe. When you feel exhausted, you can take a break. I want you to do this 3 times. Just at your own pace. When you feel that surge of energy, I want you to lift back up. together. Down through the feet. Try not to let your knees come in or go out. Relaxing when you're ready. Don't forget, we're going to do one more time. Chest. We're going to come into little bear pose. So you're going to wrap your hands either around your shins or just grab on the tops of your knees, wherever you can reach. You're going to relax your legs and your hips, and you're going to pull your knees in towards your chest, just using the strength in your arms. It's going to feel real nice, especially after all that bridge. You can even rock from right to left, massaging the back of the spine. Maybe in a circle. This gets your tailbone, your hips. It's kind of nice. Just kind of mess around. Feel what feels good to you and go with that. Then we're going to come into another little cool down pose, and it's called reclined butterfly. This pose is also great for the heart and the thalamus. Why did I say thalamus? The thymus gland. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your legs down, and your legs are going to come into what we call the posture diamond, or posture B, but it looks like a big diamond. So you'll bring your knees wide, and you'll lengthen your feet. So it's not short like this, it's long. And depending on also your comfort, you can place blocks underneath your knees or blankets. If it's just killing to have your knees like this and your hips open. Otherwise, you can leave it as is. And you're going to take both hands and you're going to just place them on your heart. And I want you to just close your eyes. Just breathe. We're going to practice another type of breath that I use all the time in my classes. And this breath is awesome at relaxing you, calming your mind. But it's also your own little magic internal pharmacy activator. And it's super simple, and it's actually called easy breath because it is so easy. In Sanskrit, it's called Sukha Pranayama, which just means easy breath control. So what you're going to do is you're going to exhale all residual air out. And then you're going to inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to continue on your own, practicing easy breath, always inhaling and then exhaling for twice as long. You want to keep that breath slow and controlled, especially when you're trying to get to 6 counts. And And focus the breath in the lower belly, the space below the belly button. So you're getting nice, full, deep breaths. Three more breaths. After your exhale, you're going to release and you're going to straighten the legs, and it's going to feel so nice. And you're just going to bring your arms down alongside your body. I want you to turn your hands so your palms are facing up. The posture of receiving. Your eyes are still closed. You're just returning to a natural breath. We're going to come into our final resting pose. This is actually one of the most important poses in yoga. This pose, called Shavasana, or in English, corpse pose. It's a beautiful pose. It's all about rebirth. You're just going to relax your feet, your legs, your knees, relaxing your thighs, and your hips, relaxing your belly, your lower back, relaxing your chest, space between your shoulder blades, relaxing your arms, your shoulders, relaxing your hands, fingers, relaxing your throat, your neck, relaxing your jaw, your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Relaxing the face, and the cheeks, the forehead, letting the eyes completely heavy, relax. And just allowing your entire body to be completely relaxed, free of any stress, tension, any worries, even if it's just for these few minutes. Just giving yourself permission to let it all go. Just melting into your mat as you come to final Shavasana. I will Start to bring your awareness back to your body, back to your breath, deepening your inhale and your exhale. Starting to introduce some movement back into the body, wiggling the fingers, toes, maybe massaging the head by rocking it from right to left. Taking whatever movements your body deserves in this moment. And when you're ready, you're going to roll over onto one side to a nice little fetal pose. While you're in this pose, I invite you to bless your body. Just having gratitude and giving thanks for all that it does and allows you to do. All the things we take for granted so often, and especially in these times right now. And then when you're ready, you're going to come up to a comfortable seat. And in my lineage, we end each class by chanting the mantra Om 3 times. And it's just going to be me and you, so please jump right in. So what you're going to do is we're going to first take a nice deep inhale and exhale, just to warm up our lungs, our vocal cords, especially because you've been relaxing. And I want you to sit up nice and tall, and you can even close the eyes if you'd like. And you're going to bring your hand into Anjali Mudra or back into prayer. Lengthening the head and the neck. And we're going to take a nice deep inhale together. Namaste. Well, as you know, I recorded this, so I have no idea what comments or questions you've had, but I'll be able to see them after, so I'll get back to you, and definitely let me know if there's some kinks to work out, because I can switch spots, or, you know, if music was too loud, too low, couldn't see something, just